Dale, compañero, aprovechemos que la compañera Natalie está con todo ahorita.
Okay, uno, dos, tres. Good afternoon, teacher and classmates. My name is Jose Carlos, and today we're going to talk about phonetics, how the phonetics use in order to speak a little bit better, and how the different kinds of organs that we have uh, we can use in order to pronounce better or better or English. Our classmates are Ronald, Veronica, Sarah, and Jancy. And I'm going to talk about a little bit of some terms that all of us have to know. Phonetics studies speech in general and provides the general material, speech, sound at segmental level, what you say, and suprasegmental level, how you say something or some information. Phonetics study how sounds are made. Phonetics provide an inventory or description of segmented sounds. Phonetics deals with production, transmission, and reception of all human speech. Sounds in general with no particular reference to any language. Phonetics is the study of human speech. Sounds as science. Phonology uses the material that phonetics generate and in order to discover patterns, formulate rules, or to investigate the principle governing the system sounds of a particular language. Phonology studies how sounds are used in a particular language to cover meaning. Phonology discusses the function of those segmental sounds in a particular language. Phonology deals with the ways those sounds are organized in a particular language. It is as a subcategory of phonetics. Phonology is the study of how sounds are organized in use in a natural language. Phoneme. Any of these perpetual distinct units of sounds in a specific language that distinguish one word from another. For example, P, B, D, and T in English words like pat, bat, and bat. Now, my other classmate is going to continue.
Hello, good afternoon, classmates. I will talking about some terms. Many of the various phonetic realization of a phoneme in a language which you do not contribute to distortion of meaning. For example, in English, an aspirate P has is pen, pen, and un aspirator P has is in span are allophones of the phonic P, animal pairs. Is two words that vary by only a single sound, usually meaning sounds that may confuse in English learners, like if and be, in fan and bang, or the E and L is das and desk. Vocal trap, organ of the articulator, articulators, a board term for all those organs articulating muscles and another articulator used in the production of speech. Vocal fold, also called the vocal cords, horizontal fold in is the velum. Velum, the technical term for the subpilot uvula. The pendant freely lobe in the middle of the posterior border of the soft pilot. Tap. A tap is an allophone of T, produced with a very brief contact between the tongue and the alveolar ridge. The symbol for the alveolar tap is R. Such a tap occurs in vocabulary in words such as letter or burr. Trill is a consonant sound produced by vibration between the active articulator and passive articulators. Start Spanish R as in perro. For example, is an alveolar trill. A trill is made by the articulator being held in place and the eye string causing it to vibrate. Spoken varieties of English, particularly some varieties of Scotian English. The phoneme R, sometimes as surface realization in an alveolar trill, involving brief, the tone with the hair of the alveolar ridge. That's it. Thank you.
And production of vibration in the vocal folds. That sound is said to be vocals, to be voice, when the production of a sound involves no such vibration. It is said to be voiceless. Voicing is a covered term for this phenomenon. Voice. When the production of the sound involves vibration in the vocal folds. Voiceless. Condition of the sound. Manner of articulation. In articulatory phonetics, the articulation is the configuration and iteration of the articulator, speech organs such as the tongue, lips, and palate when making a speech sound. Place of articulation. There are the place where the constriction in the obstruction of air. Next, classmate.
Okay, hi, my name is Jancy. I am going to speak about the other term. So, every case I thought and it is immediately following relates into Africans that are considered to constitute phoneme, such as D, F, N, O, T, in two. Approximate. I still sound that is forming by the passage of air between two articulators, such the lip or tongue, which are close but are not touching, and that is usually classified as a consonant. The sorry, the initial consonant in round is also an approximate, at least for those speakers of English who do not drill or play their bilabial producers with both is BM. Dental articulator with the tip or blade of the tongue against or near the upper front teeth. O. Labiodental. Utterly with the participation of the lip and teeth, the labiodental sound FMV. So, alveolar articulator with the tip of the tongue touching or near the right of the bone biting the teeth in the upper jaw. D and S are alveolar consonant. Palatal, forming with some part of the tongue near or touching the hair palatal or the roof of the mouth. Posterior, the try of bone by him, the upper teeth. D, M, Y in English, and the K or T, A, K in German are example of palatal consonant. Viral, forming with the back of the tongue, touching or near the soft palatal, the viral K or skull skull. Next.
Hi, my name is Joel, and I'm going to continue with the basic term, glottal, of relating to or produced in or by the glottis. Segmental phonemes. Phonemes consist of sound segments, for example, the vowel, consonant, and semivowel sound of a language. Constriction. The action of making something narrower by pressure or of becoming narrower tightening. Consonant. Any speech sound, such as that represented by ta, ga, fa, or z, that is characterized by an articulation with a closure or narrowing of the vocal tract, such that a complete or partial blockage of the flow of air is produced. Vowel. Vowels by pushing air up from the lungs and allowing it to pass through the vocal tract without obstruction. Active articulators are the parts of the body that move to cause an obstruction, partial or total, to affect the movement of the air stream, example, tongue and lower lip. Passive articulators are the parts of the body that the active articulator touch or approach to cause an obstruction, partial or total, to affect the movement of the air stream. Examples: superior lip, teeth, the upper teeth, and the back of the upper teeth. Alveoli, post-alveolar region, the place posterior to the alveoli and anterior to the arch of the harpalae. Harpalae anterior with uvula and the posterior side of the pharynx.
Single vowel sounds. A, car. A, car. O, bold. O, bold. E, real. E, real. U, shoe. U, shoe. E, bald. E, belt. A, hat. A, hat. Next classmate Jency. Jency.
Okay. A, bus. A, bus. O, o, E, ek. E, bus. A, o, dog. Do. T, o, dog. O, dog. Air, chair. Air, air, teacher. Air, teacher. Next class.
Pa, pen, pa, pen, ta, taxi, ta, taxi, corn, 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 sandal, fan, fa, fan, fa, fan, mouse, mouse, bo, boot, bo, boot, da, duck, da, duck. Next classmate.
Nga, goat, nga, goat. Zebra, zebra. Va, van, van. Nurse, nurse. La, lake, la, lake. Ya, yacht, ya, yacht. Ha, house, ha, house. Ship, ship. Next classmate.
Chocolate, chocolate. Throw, throw. Rabbit, rabbit. Woo, wolf, wolf. Singer, singer. Treasure, treasure. Jacket, jacket. Weather, weather.
Now I'm gonna explain a little about the organs of speech. The speech organs of articulators produce the sound of language. Organs used for speech include the lips, teeth, alveolar ridge, palate, velum, uvula, glottis, and various parts of tongue. They can be divided into two types: passive articulator and active articulator. Lips. The two lips serve creating different sounds: labial and bilabial. Tongue. The tongue is the most important articulator in the speech organs. It moves in different ways, in different shapes, to produce speech sounds. Tongue is divided into 5 parts: tip, blade, front, bud, and root. Alveolar ridge. The alveolar ridge includes the area between the upper front teeth and the hard palate. To produce alveolar consonant sounds, such as ta, da, hard palate, a thin horizontal bony plate of the skull located in the roof of the mouth. The interaction between the tongue and the hard palate is essential in the formation of certain speech sounds. Velum. Velum. It should have holes forming the function during speech to separate the oral cavity from the nose in order to produce the oral speech sounds. Pharynx. The pharynx is like a tube beginning just above the larynx and ending two parts. The structure that holds and manipulates the vocal cord. Uvula. In function in tandem with the back of the throat, the palate, and air coming up from the lungs to cover guttural and other sounds. In many languages, the closed urine are escaping through the nose when making some sounds. And the last one, glottis. Combination of vocal folds and space in between the folds. As the vocal folds vibrate, the resulting vibration produces a buzzing quality to the speech called voice or voicing. For example, glottis or glottis, cotton or cotton, certain or certain. That is all for our part. Thanks for your attention and God blessing you.